In Cairo, the cabinet is holding an emergency meeting following clashes between Christians and the police, which left at least 24 people dead. More than 200 people were injured in the violence, following a protest about an attack on a Coptic church in southern Egypt. Well, we can speak now to Bishop Angaelos, the head of the Coptic Orthodox Church in Britain, and he's in Cairo at the moment. Bishop Angaelos, incredibly distressing developments as far as you're concerned, I'm sure.
It is, of course, it entered, and actually I'm just standing outside the cathedral where a funeral is about to start for all those who lost their lives so unnecessarily.
And what exactly did you see yesterday?
I was actually still in London. I only got here this morning. We had a meeting of the Holy Synod this morning. But yesterday, and it was all televised on the news, there was quite a large protest moving from one of the Christian-majority neighborhoods of about 60,000 strong. The whole march was very peaceful, short of one slight attack on them with stones at one stage. But then when they came to the main area where they were going to stand in demonstration, where there was another group waiting peacefully, suddenly things went very wrong. The army claims that there were shots fired at them, although through the whole footage we have, there's really none of that visible. We don't know where the shots have come from. But then the army has retaliated in a very, very vicious way, to the extent where armored troop carriers were driven into crowds and over people.
Yes, we were just looking at those pictures, actually, while you were talking. But this comes against a background of problems with members of your church in Egypt and the authorities and other groups, doesn't it?
I mean, the first thing I want to do is steer away from the concept that it's sectarian violence, because sectarian violence is a measured conflict between two or more parties, whereas as this has occurred over the past 15 years, maybe we've had 400 deaths of people, Christians, who are, as a result of raids on churches and indiscriminate drive-by shootings and explosions and various other things. And the problem with all of those is they've gone completely uninvestigated, and not a single conviction has been made. And so things have been brewing, but still, I think the problem is that people feel that since the revolution, that there's been a breakdown of law and order, so the authorities aren't really in a position where they can protect anyone.
So are you really
the army
saying...
has stood by and seen churches burnt and actually bulldozed for 5 or 6 hours and has done nothing.
Am I to understand you saying that it's actually got worse since the fall of Mubarak?
Well, it has generally. I mean, I think the general state of law and order in Egypt, with the release of about 40,000 prisoners during the revolution from all the jails, and then the disappearance of the police force from the streets. So there's been a general breakdown in law and order, and obviously the point of least resistance, where the army just seems like it's always reacting too slowly to save the day.
Well, Bishop Angaelos, thank you very much indeed for taking the time to join us.
Let's return